as cool as Bunny, but I had to try. Alright, let's try this again. Welcome to Lifestyles of the Strange and Exotic. Goodwill Haul. Why the hell people don't stay home? So help. It's either getting around Christmas time or preparations for Christmas time. Curse the word. But, it's like everybody and their stupid mother literally was there today. It was like some older people and like young, well, older people to me, but grandmothers and their daughters shopping, and it's like, why are you here when I'm here? And then there was like nothing good to get. And I was looking for a specific thing because I'm probably going to end up doing recipe jars, and I wanted some nice Christmassy cloth to kind of put around it and do that stuff and all the wonderfulness. Kind of found something, but it's like all these people are in the way, and it's like, and I love the people that have like friggin' cartloads of stuff in their carriages. I mean, literally, it's overwhelmed with crap in the carriages. What are these people doing? The majority of us believe that they're just going to resell it. Like tag sales or on eBay or something like that. And those people creep me out as like stealing from a church. And people have done this too. We have a $1 bag sale. And people come with like trash bags and literally can't even pick up these bags. And it's like, I just feel like you're robbing from the church when you're doing that. If you buy the stuff and you're going to use it, regardless of what if you're cutting it up or wearing it, okay. But it's like, I don't know, it's just something wrong about that. So you gotta wonder what these people in the way are just hoarding out stuff and... Anyway, some of this stuff, if not most of the stuff, is over a few weeks because I haven't had much of a... it's been a dry spell. Sometimes you can get like, oh, this stuff is awesome on a weekly basis, and then it's like, nothing but crap. So this has been a nothing but crap week. So, I'll show you what I got so far. We'll save the new stuff for last. This might have been like the only thing I got last week, I don't remember. And these were on the 50-cent rack. And again, they lovely people, took off the sizes. I mean, if you're taking off the sizes, it doesn't mean it's going to make you're going to fit in the thing anymore. It's like, even if you try to delude yourself, you're one size, you're still physically stuck by the mass of the actual item, so... I don't know, but these are a little tighter on me than I'd care for. Mostly in this, like, where the bottom of the elastic meets the pant itself. So, I don't know, but it's okay. I just wear them around, and they should be into laundry, that's why it's covered in cat hair. It was not like that when I bought it from the store. So, these have been worn all week, so... But black and red is my favorite color scheme. And I'm not keen on this, like... silky Velcro, basically, which is why it is covered in more cat hair than you'd notice normally. But it was good to, bounce around in. I don't know if these would be like jogging pants or exercise pants, but they're like that silky polyester material. But they're just Velcro-y enough that it's like, you could be in one room and the cat hair could be in another, and poof, there it is on your clothing. If you're a cat person, you'll understand. Where did I put those? Oh, right there. Now, a couple of these things didn't come from the Goodwill, but they're just so freaking cool, I just wanted to show them off. So, the first thing in this particular arena are these. I saw them there, and I thought they were just so flippin' cool. And these came from what used to be the dollar store in our mall when things used to be $1. Now it's more like Family Dollar, where you could find something for like 20 bucks, which is kind of annoying. These are $1.50. And I think they have a bit of arthritis, I don't know, because they're not exactly a straight bone. And on someone like me, it would be this bone right here. I want to say it's the humerus, but I can't remember now. So this would be about right on, as far as my size of the bone there. And I'm not so sure about the quality of the wax in these. I'm pretty sure, because they're candles, and I'm pretty sure if you lit them, they just instantly evaporate. So these will not be lit. They're just there to like look really, really cool. This one's a little stranger than this one. But I thought they might glow in the dark, but they don't. But they were just, I just had to have them. So they were, I found a little spot over here. I redid my, I don't know, crap collection. And I made a precarious cardboard shelf to kind of make room for stuff that Mother's been hoarding. It's bad enough when you're hoarding your stuff, but you hoard other people's stuff. So maybe my stereo will go there, so I kind of made room. Pardon the rambling, but it's just one of those things. And I just have to get this out there. Now, the second thing I got, I was looking in actual record stores, and heaven forbid if they actually play music that people would want to listen to or sell music. And I actually went to an actual record shop, and I couldn't find it. And they're like, oh, we'll order it for you. And I'm like, yeah, what the hell are you going to charge me for that, you know? So I found Adam Ant for $1 on Amazon, and it was like $3 to ship it. So it was like $4. And it was a used CD, but the CD itself is immaculate. That's why I was kind of leery getting like a used CD, and I'm like, if it's only $1, what the hell quality am I going to get? But this was awesome. Now, I've been alive in the 80s, so I've probably heard his music back in his original day. But I just sort of, well, not really recently rediscovered, but rediscovered in this era Adam Ant through like different 80s, you know, I might click into YouTube 80s music, and he's one of the suggestions that popped up. And he is just so freaking awesome. And it's so kind of funny, actually. I just saw one of his most recent concerts, and it's hysterical because he kind of looks like a middle-aged man in a pirate outfit. I mean, he's still gorgeous, though. I mean, he's still Adam Ant, but it's just so funny to see, you know, his little expanding waistline there, but he's still got that energy, though. I don't know if he's quite got the endurance he used to have, but the energy's still there. But, so I'd actually like to go to a modern Adam Ant concert. And this is Antics in the Forbidden Zone, which is like the best compilation one. But it doesn't have like his 90s era stuff like Beautiful and the stuff that came after that. But it starts from, I think, his punk era with Xerox, with my valise, from Dirk Wears White Socks. And it had all the songs that I wanted, like Kings of the Wild Frontier, Stand to Deliver, Prince Charming, which I think I sort of kind of know the dance. But there's like two versions. You got the professional version that the colored guys in the video were actually, you know, very clear in their movements and very, you know, liquid in their movements. And then you have all these other people that are like the extras are just doing everything they can think of. So I'm like, I think I might know the dance. I don't know. But loved his videos too. So I'm happy I got this. Adam can stay there. Now back to the Goodwill stuff, which is not nearly as cool as that. Now, this I got on a extra trip when I brought my spare grandmother. You know, when you bring people, I'm like the only one who buys anything. And I don't think I have some. I mean, I might have something like this, but I don't think I have anything exactly like this. And it's a lace shirt that's actually, you know, all in one piece, which I prefer that they do, because a lot of times you have lace shirts and it's like two pieces. And does anybody else lose the pieces to these outfits? Like the top would be in one section of your closet and the lace part would be in another section. I mean, at least precariously attach them somewhere, you know. But I don't know. But this is a nice whole outfit, so you don't have to, you know, search for anything. And it's lace all the way through with like a silky little underbelly there. And it's just a really pretty lace too. And the thing I like about this is that the sleeves are actually flared, because tighter ones, like, especially, well, the only one that really likes doing is my cartouche bracelet, and I might, at some point, I did one of the first videos actually, sort of an explanation of my jewels you usually see me in, but I've changed them up and added a few, so I might redo that at some point. So this doesn't get caught on me as much. This probably came from Walmart, because it's Kathy Ireland Extra Grande. Now, not that I'm complaining or anything, but this could be actually just a grande, because it's a little too kind of frumpy on me, where it's kind of loose in weird places, but better a little too big than, you know, sucking your guts in there. So, that looked pretty, and I think I did an outfit of the day wearing this. I know, I don't remember. So that's that. Now this one's already been modified, and I haven't tried it on yet to make sure I've got it quite correct. I'm not quite sure what, you know, what the heck happened. Now this was obviously a t-shirt, just says starter, reach for the star or something like that. And you've seen me wear my pirate one, my gray one, and I have a black one. And, you know, I wanted a red one for a nice little summer outfit. Now, kind of hard to hold on to. This will go around my neck like that. And this will go, I think, like this. Only thing is, I'm not quite sure where my arms are supposed to go. That's like technical issue there, so I don't know if those are the armholes now or not. So, I'm not quite sure what I've made. Because this should sit right, but I don't know. I'm not quite sure what to do with my appendages. Maybe they're going to come out here. I don't know. I'm assuming this is where my arms are going to go. I haven't tried it on yet. Let's find out. This is one of the things that the idea is there, but the application might be a little questionable. I don't know here. Well, that ain't going to work. Let's see. Might work, but there's not enough room for my head to go through. How did I figure that out? Crafting bloopers. Okay. Might have to... Let's try something here. Armhole. Inadvertent armhole. I didn't, you know. This should be interesting, people. So the armhole's a little too tight here. Sounds okay. This is always fun with glasses, too. Okay. Gotta loosen that up a bit. I'm pretty sure this isn't working here. Nope, that ain't right. So the arm's gotta go out of here. Well, the idea sort of worked. Originally-ish. Well, that was fun. Okay, it's a work in progress. Well, at least if anything, it's a tourniquet. We'll figure it out. And I guess what looks like the last thing... Nope, I lied because I got the new stuff. Now, the other thing I got, I'm still on my quest for a halfway decent flipping bag that'll fit my criterium. I thought this might do it. No. I mean, it's not like I've got buttloads of money in my friggin' wallet that's like, you know, if I did, I wouldn't be shopping at Goodwill. But, it's like, I think it's all those stupid cards you acquire and all that stuff, but it's like, I can either have one or the other. There's not enough room, again, width-wise, which is really annoying. And I thought, okay, I could make some, you know, have enough room so my phone would go here, my camera would go there, or whatever. No, because it's still just a little off. And even if I don't have my camera in its little case that I had made, it still don't fit. So what if people have those stupid smartphones? Holy moly. Side note, I'm behind this chick in Walmart, in the Goodwill. But, you know, a big bag of stuff, like the big bag of, like, cloth I might get. Talking on a smartphone, which ain't cheap, hands the dude $100 bill and gets, like, $80 back. Are you really supposed to do that? I mean, like, he didn't even check for, like, authenticity for the $100 bill, you know. So I'm like, yeah, that was a little weird. I don't know, but that was that. Not that I'm jealous about anybody with a smartphone or anything. But, you know, I thought maybe, you know, it would fit in here, but nope. Now, the thing is, this has a pocket in the cover. Not so great an idea, because if you have anything in here, it affects how you close it. Because the pocket only goes to about here. So you really can't put anything... I don't know, it's just technically kind of silly. Pardon me. Not tea, coffee. Well, they called it Kai tea, but I consider it coffee. But it's somewhere in between. I don't know. But, it would bulge out, and it's just not a convenient place for a pocket. So, but I mean, it's a cool, you know, design feature anyways. It gives it a little extra oomph. It's just a single pocket with a little pocket inside. And I'm not quite sure, but you got this pocket in the back that would probably double as like a wallet. That's if you can get it unzipped. Because it's set up a lot like wallets I've had. You know, change purse and this, that, and the other thing. But would that be like a good idea to have it easily accessible to like people that don't belong in your purse? I mean, am I just that paranoid, or is this just not a wise safety feature for that particular function? I don't know. I mean, it is in the inside if you're holding onto it, but I don't know. I'll consider it. I don't know. I don't personally care for that idea, but we'll see. I mean, it's a neat purse, but it's just still not quite in that functionality. I'd love to be able to make my own thing, but I just, even if I could find the materials, my sewing machine would never hold up to it. So I'm still on the quest for that. Now, this is what I just, you know, came from. Having to fight old ladies and annoying people in their hellspawn, and you know, which oddly enough weren't too many. There was only one kid today. I'm in a mood, deal. Wow, that actually stayed. Now, like I said, I was going to say the candles. I already did the candles. So this actually will go on the candle covers. Yeah, that did make sense. And it's the same process than the recipe jars. And one of them I did, the scent just reminds me of like a tomb and something like that, and I call it Tomb of the Ancients. So I wanted something kind of mummy-like for like the cover, kind of, you know, or papyrus. This actually looks more like, well, the coloring of a papyrus, but it's still a linen. It might actually be linen. I don't know. Let's find out. Machine wash, cold, gentle, psycho. Nope, cotton polyester. But it's got a linen. And I could fit in these too. 10, well, I don't know. 10 petite. I don't know. But they're cloth. Don't tempt me. Look, I'd wear these things anyway. But this will be like the cover for the top, which I thought would be really, really kind of cool. And I shall have plenty left over, I guess, because I only have a few of those particular candles. So I wanted something very, as I'm boring myself now. So I wanted something very ancient looking, and I thought these were perfect, and they were 50 cents, so I'm like, yay! So I spent a whole $1 at the Goodwill today. And the main reason I was, you know, what I was actually trying to look for was, you know, Christmassy material, or at least something in the red and, you know, the garish green of Christmas to put on the recipe jars. Okay. And the only thing I could find that was even remotely Christmassy, at least on my eyeballs. Gee, wild guess who that could have been. Ham. You better win me that $15,000. I put Kefren in the Frisky, well, that last video of Kefren snoozing. Friskies was like, we're having a contest. And I'm like, the least you could do is give me a coupon, because they eat Friskies anyway, so. So he's now in a contest. See if his cuteness gets me anywhere for photo bombing all my videos. Then what was I? Christmas shirt. Sort of? I don't know. It was, and I found a shirt that was going to go with it, but of course it wasn't 50 cents. I'm like, I don't know what it was originally, but it wasn't worth it. And I was so proud of myself because it actually looked like it coordinated, because I can't coordinate anything unless it's black, silver, and red. So that moment passed and died quickly. So I figured, well, I'll put that on like the covers of a few of them. I don't know what else to put with it. I mean, I'll have to go through like my scraps of cloth and stuff and see what I have on hand. I just don't know. I mean, it's so outside of my sphere of what I would find attractive. So when I go over to Grace's later, is this good? I don't know. You know more about this stuff than I do. So, that is that. And I found quite a few recipes that would be good. The stuff, one that I already have on hand, but I'm buying the, foodstuffs all brand new. And I want to assemble it there because I don't know if, I'm allergic to cats. There's a cat here in my food. So, personally I wouldn't want to sell to somebody that's not a cat person, but darn, I don't have that choice. So, let's just be assembling the foodstuffs there, and once it's sealed I can do whatever. So, that's the uber exciting, total brain fart, way out there. Goodwill haul. I was just going to say outfit of the day. God, it's just one of those days. This is what dealing with people does to me. Just like, so basically this entire video is like one giant blooper. So hopefully the next one I put up will be a little more intellectually cohesive. Probably not, but it sounded good. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. You have been warned.